Hardman on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 27-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
Jackson's pass.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here's Locke back near his goal line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 18.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lock, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go play action now. Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for Austin Hooper.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From From the gun, Locke. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A handoff, it's Mark Ingram, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Locke. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
31-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle, because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke steps away to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Hardman to return. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Play action. Now Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
David Njoku.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
56.
To throw again, Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was
nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Locke. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
From the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 36, Locke. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Second and short now following the fumble. Now it's Jackson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
We got. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the screen. 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 Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 56. Smash. Mike 56. Bring it. 56. Mike 56. 19 Tiger. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball. Dragon 60.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Godwin, 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Locke. He wants Reynolds way downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
that one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down.
On first down, Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Block. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try again with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Touchdown. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Cleveland, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here